Montessori is using two ways to help students learn in this remote environment. I'm going to tell you the difference between the two of them now. The first one you see on my screen is Google Classroom. You might be familiar with this, as this is what we used in the spring of last year. We've updated our Google Classroom to simplify it as a result of the surveys that you submitted at the close of the year. In order to do that, we've created a more personalized environment that we keep inside of our Google Classroom that we call our Bitmoji Classroom. Our Bitmoji Classroom is housed here in this, our Google Classroom. We will use Google Classroom to post our assignments of our Bitmoji Classroom, as well as any Zoom meetings and additional works that we might need some extra feedback on. You'll see that here. The Google Classroom has here the week of our Bitmoji Classroom. And below it, any works that we may need for extra feedback, a teacher will post there and let students know. And below that, Zoom links. As I said, this is our Google Classroom. Outside of this, we also have our Bitmoji Classroom that you see here. The reason that we've added this is to make it more streamlined for families and students and keep our Google Classroom a neat and tidy place where we can simply schedule things and be able to talk and communicate. Our virtual Bitmoji Classroom looks like the front of a school building. Blue, 2 stories though. We're not that cool yet here at Island Montessori. When we click on that, you'll see this is our virtual Bitmoji Classroom. This is where all the work is housed. The purpose of this is so students can access work for each day of the week, as well as access their individualized work in their cubbies. All teachers have the initial building that looks just like this. All teachers enter into each day of the week that looks like this. And from here, our teachers have personalized it just for our students. That is our virtual Bitmoji Classroom. In summary, there are 2 sites that are important. The Google Classroom, which is what you're familiar with from last year. And in order to clean that up and make it neater and more individualized for our students, we've housed within it a virtual Bitmoji Classroom. The Bitmoji Classroom looks just like our school building. You can see it here. And within that is where all the work is housed.